In this video, we will see how to install Java JDK 26 on a Mac machine, and this 26 version got released recently on 17th of March. So this is the latest version as of now, but this is not a LTS version, so you should not use this particular version for production systems. And also in this video, we will not use Homebrew to install Java JDK. Instead, we will use the Oracle JDK, which is hosted on the Oracle's official website. But still, if you prefer to use Homebrew to install Java, then you will find the another separate video on the channel itself, and the link will be in the description below. Now to install Java 26, we need to search for Oracle Java download on any browser like I have shown here. And in the search results, we need to look for this particular link, which is Java downloads, which is from Oracle, and the link is something like oracle.com Java technologies downloads. So now let's open this link. So here, if we scroll down a little bit, then we will see all the versions which we can download from here. So like JDK 26, 25, 21. So this 25 and 21 are the LTS versions. And if I scroll down a little bit more, then we can see the older versions as well, like Java 17, 11 and 8. So now I will again go up. And here we will select this JDK 26, which is already selected for my case. And now from here we will select the corresponding operating system. So I will select macOS. Now in this downloading options, we have two options. One is the compressed archive and the another one is the DMG installer. So for this particular video, we will go with the DMG installer. Now whether we need to go with the x64 option or the ARM64 option, this will totally depend on the type of the chip which is used in our Mac system. So if the chip type in our Mac is Apple Silicon type, then we would go with the first option, this ARM64. Or on the other hand, if the chip type is Intel, then we would go with the x64 option here. So now let's see how to check this chip type. So for that, we will click on this Apple icon which is present on the top left corner, and here we will click on this about this Mac. And here you will see this processor information or the chip information. So for my case, it is the Intel Core, which means it is an Intel based system. So I will go with the x64 option here. But in the chip information, if you have something like Apple M1, M2 or M3, M4, then it would mean that the chip is based on the Apple Silicon. So in that case, you need to go with this ARM64 option. So now I will close this pop-up window. And now I will click on this link to download the DMG file. So once the downloading is finished, we will go to the location where it is downloaded. So this is the downloaded file, and to start the installation, we will double click on this file. Now this type of pop-up box will come up, and here I will double click on this PKG file. And this installation wizard will come up now, and I will click on this continue. Then I will say again continue. And now in order to proceed, make sure to have this much of space in your system. So I will click on this install, and now it is asking the password of my current Mac system. So I will provide that and say install software. And now the installation is successful, and I will close this wizard from here. And now it is asking whether we want to keep this DMG file or whether we want to move that to bin. So I'll say move to bin, because we no longer require that file now. Now we will verify the installation through our terminal. So for that, first of all, we will open the terminal. So I'll press command and space and type terminal here and hit enter. Let's maximize this. And here we will type the command, which is Java space -- version, and hit enter. So here in the output, if we get something like this, Java 26, so that would mean that the installation was successful. But in case you do not get this particular output, or if you face any issue, then let me know through comments. Or if the installation was successful, then do hit the like button. Now we will set the value of Java_home variable. So first we will check the current value of that. And for that, on terminal, we will type echo space then $Java_home and hit enter. So as we can see, this is empty for now. So it is better to set this particular variable, otherwise Java might not work properly in some cases. And the value of this variable will be the path of the JDK, where it is installed. So first we will get that particular path, and then we will assign that particular path as the value of this variable. So let's go to that location first where the JDK is installed. So for that I will type cd, then space / library, then again / and Java, then again / and I will type Java virtual machine. So I can just type Java and press tab, so it will autocomplete, and now hit enter. And now if I type ls and hit enter, so we will see this jdk26.jdk folder. So now we will go inside this folder as well. So I will type cd, then space jdk, and again I will press the tab to autocomplete this and hit enter. Now again we will run this ls command to see all the content of the current folder. So I'll hit enter. So there is this contents folder. So I will again go inside this contents folder as well. So I will say cd, then contents, and hit enter, and again I will do ls. Now here you will see this home folder. So this home folder is very important for Java because this is the folder where all the binary and the library files are present, which are required for proper functioning of Java. So now we will go inside this home folder as well. So I'll say again cd, then home, and hit enter. And now here we will run this command, which is pwd, to get the complete path of my current folder. So I'll hit enter now. So this is the path which we need to set as the value of this java_home variable. And to set this value permanently, we will use the ZSHRC or the bash_rc file. So if your macOS version is Catalina or higher than that, then there will be the ZSHRC file, or in case you are using the lower version than Catalina, then there will be the bash_rc file. So do not worry, shortly I will explain how to set this particular value. So now we will go to the home directory of my current user, and for that we will type cd and hit enter. So we are in the home directory now. So both the home folders are different. So the earlier one, this home folder was for Java, and this one where we are currently present is for the current user of this Mac. So don't get confused here. So now here we will run this ls space -a command. So now we can see all the files including the hidden files. So among these files we will see this .zshrc or the bash_rc file. So for me it is the ZSHRC, not the bash_rc file. But in case you do not see any of the file, then you can just create these files. For example, you need to create this ZSHRC file. So you just type touch, then space, and the name of the file. So you will just type ZSHRC.ZSHRC and hit enter. So I am not going to hit enter here because for me it is already present. But using this particular command, you can create this ZSHRC file if it is not present for you. Now I will remove this command, and now we will open this particular file using the vi editor. So I'll type vi space, then tilde /.zshrc. And now before hitting enter, we will copy this particular path which we need to set in this particular file .zshrc. So we will copy this, and now we will hit enter. Now here we will press I key on the keyboard so that we can be switched into the insert mode. So here also you can see we can see this insert. So that means we are in the insert mode. And now here we will type java_home equals to, and now we will paste the path which we had copied earlier, the entire path. So I'll press Command and V to paste that. And now once we are done with this, then we will come out from this insert mode here. So I'll press the escape key on the keyboard. So the insert is removed from here. And now I will type : then WQ. So whatever I am typing, you can see here. Now I will press the return key or the enter key on the keyboard. And now finally we will source this file. So for that we will type source space, then .zshrc and hit enter. So now we will check whether the value is set properly or not, and for that again we will type the same command, which is echo space, then $java_home and hit enter. So this time we have got the value of this particular variable which we had set in the file. And also do make sure to cross check this particular value, that it should be same as this particular value which is present here. Now let's say if we open any new terminal, then this value should be set automatically. So let's verify that also. So I will click on this shell here and then new tab, and here if we check the value of that variable, so I will again type the same command, which is echo space $java_home and hit enter. So here we can see the same value which we had seen in the previous tab. So it means the path is also set now. So the Java installation is completed here, and if you find this video useful, then do hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more such videos, and for free tutorials on multiple technologies you can refer the video description.